Come on!
Gunnery Sergeant James Graham is an instructor for the Marines West Coast Food Management Team. He's one of a dozen military chefs taking the 6-week Pro Chef certification program at the Culinary Institute.
I like it. I love to cook. I've always wanted to come to at least do a couple courses here at CIA, and when they told me that it was going to be a 6-week course and I'll get a Pro Chef Level 1 certification out of it, I was in heaven. I know I can make the food taste good. It's just making sure that I'm doing everything up to CIA standards.
About 2 years ago, we started with this immersion program for the Marines. They're stationed here for 6 weeks. They're immersed in our philosophies. They start from the basics, and then we move them to a different level. And with this, the other branches are now seeing, hey, there's something to this. There's something to this certification, because out of nowhere, the Marines are now winning some of the competitions. The Marines had the Chef of the Year last year. And so now the other branches are standing up and saying, we want to do that too. And it's nice for us because, you know, we're an equal opportunity lover of all military. So we like to see everyone in here. And it's kind of fun when you have different branches in the same class. You know, they heckle each other, but you can see the true respect amongst them as not only military but as chefs.
The Culinary Institute of America has always had strong ties to the military. In fact, CIA started as a vocational training school for World War II veterans.
1946, you got soldiers coming back to the U.S. 2 ladies from Connecticut thought, let's give them training, vocational training, so they'll have a great skill that they can be productive and successful members of society, of the workforce. They started the Culinary Institute of America. A storefront. That storefront went to a pretty good-sized building on the Yale campus. Outgrew that. In 1971, we moved here.
The CIA even has a military liaison, Staff Sergeant and Certified Chef Guy Winks.
I started teaching here basic stuff, so now I'm teaching culinary fundamentals to military that come through here, nutrition, sanitation, knife skills, things like that. I'm definitely a welcome wagon and a resource for military chefs everywhere. I try to get my name and number and email address out so they can call me up and say, I want to get training, or I want to train my cooks, what can I do?
We see the level of training that they're receiving and the professionalism that is recognized when you say CIA, and I think it's important for us to finally come on board and just give our enlisted aides the same kind of training. And so when they do step away eventually from the career field, they have a certification to show for it.
They want me to learn as much as I can, not just for the Marine Corps, but for myself. So I could become, if I ever decide to become a chef, I'll have everything to back me up. So they're also looking at, hey, I want to take care of you. At the same time, you're taking care of us. Oh, I'm going to make magic when I get back. Oh, yeah.
The course is grueling and involves timed practical exams with judges watching every move.
Okay, you got your trays? What we need right now is some ground chicken, guys. What are you supposed to see for ingredients, guys?
In order to pass, these chefs have to create a 3-course meal from prep to plate up in 3 hours.
Cooking under pressure it's pretty much my pressure, you know. Here, cooking under pressure is because I have the chefs watching. You're on a time, you know, you're on a clock, which I'm used to being on a clock, but you also have somebody watching. You know, they're making sure you're clean. When I'm back at the house, I can be as dirty as I want. No one's not going to say anything. Here, you have to be clean. You have to practice knife cuts and, you know, proper cooking skills. So that's pretty much the pressure here.
This is what I didn't want to see, it's the mashed potatoes.
The piece's uniform is important because it creates even cooking, and it's a nice display of products. It shows that you have nice skills. This actually isn't perfect, but it's hopefully it's good enough for CIA standards. Probably not. I'm kind of in a rush. intensity is because their expectations are so high. Chef, you got 20 seconds.
This is the consomme and...
Okay, good. Now we got that right. We look at a taste, presentation, execution, and execution of other cooking techniques, such as if you got a soup, you need a garnish, how do you do the garnish?
Looks like a nice chicken.
Yeah, nice and seasoned.
Yeah.
Nicely cooked. Yeah. You gotta like Old Bay though.
I like Old Bay.
Right, I like Old Bay.
Thoroughly enjoy Old Bay.
No, it's no. That's pretty good.
Good chicken, man.
Yeah, this one's good.
It's good. Military tends to do well. We are really happy with the results because we could say at this point right now, 99.5% of the Marines have passed the Pro Chef exam.
But only after a generous helping of criticism. Make no mistake, the judges are tough and don't mince words.
Oh, that was bad.
Was it?
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, that
Can't chew it?
was all gristle, all
Didn't chew
fat
it
and
out.
gristle and not cooked.
Guess you have to go for a piece, huh?
Yeah, I did. I found one that was
Yeah.
tender, but my God, look at that. Look at that gristle there. I mean,
You got the tubes in there.
my pup at home would like
Yeah,
that.
you got the
though.
vessels
Yeah.
and the tubes.
Yeah.
If you look in Europe, when they do the potatoes, they're all nice and small. You know, this is American style. You know, the big dog spread on there. You know what I mean? All right. Look at your portion control. Amount of green beans, potato, and size of roast beef.
Too thick.
Oh yeah, too thick, man. It's maybe a Marine dish, but you need some more. You need some more beans on there. You know, if you know that fish is too thick, it's not going to be done. Put it on a rack. Put it in the oven. Goes back to our basic principles we've been talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because your fish is raw. You can make, we could make a little sushi and serve with that for a little sashimi. But it was raw. It was raw, man.
I know.
You get great on that next week or whatever. You're done. Okay.
I know they need to be tough with us. They have to protect the level that they're trying to get us to, the certification that they're trying to give us. They have to protect that, so they do have to be rough. They do have to be harsh on us, which in the long run will make it beneficial to us.
And once they pass the Pro Chef exam, these chefs are certified by both the CIA and ACF, American Culinary Federation.
There's a whole other level of expectation because once you're a chef, you have to live up to it. And just being called that under Pro Chef 1, I think changed my career. You know, it put me in another direction. Like, I better be able to back it up.
I believe food is morale in the military.
On the website MilitaryChefs.com, Staff Sergeant Guy Winks makes the distinction between cook and chef, saying, quote, "And thus begins the long and difficult journey, salted with stress and peppered with passion, that is the path of the professional chef. We must constantly learn and evolve. And that, my fellow military chefs, is the true difference between a chef and a cook."
No matter what branch you're from, whether you are out on a ship, out on an island, or out in the field, or anywhere remote, you look forward to food more than almost anything. You know, mail from family, things like that is really good too, but food is morale, and I really believe that, and that's why I do what I do.
You gotta kick it in a little bit more. Good? Helpful?
Thanks. Good, that's it. Next case.
Food service specialists may serve thousands of hungry troops one day and serve a 5-star meal to a 4-star general the next. Food is the military chef's weapon of choice, and their constant battle is to feed and serve those who serve. I'm Master Sergeant Ryan Hoke, and you've been watching Recon.